Hello again, and welcome to another Build the Ghostbusters Ecto-1. This week we are continuing issue number 9 with stage 28. This is the left exhaust pipe, and the first thing we're going to need to do is build the actual exhaust pipe. The second stage of this will be attaching it to the car so far. That's going to be a little tricky, just because of the size of everything, but building this should be pretty straightforward. We have a bunch of plastic screws, AP... Oh, you know, it's not even that many plastic screws. We have a bunch of different screws. AP, IP, BM, EM, HP, GM, and CP. So actually, yeah, 4 kinds of plastic screws, 3 kinds of metal screws. Plastic screws are going to hold this together. Metal screws are going to attach this to the car. And we're going to, again, mostly be building. There's a few pieces that make up the mounts. I'm going to put those off to the side. I don't know what this piece is for. I haven't found that in the instructions yet. I assume it's another mount, just from the coloring. But I don't see it in the directions. So, and then there's a big piece. And the rest is the exhaust pipe itself. So first off, we're going to take this piece of pipe, and it's going to go into the smooth half of the muffler. It's going to be secured with an IP screw. And it's really going to go together just at the bottom here. Okay, that was genuinely a little more tricky than I thought it would be, but that's how that pipe goes. We're going to follow that up by attaching one of the longer pieces here. Make sure I've got the right one in the right orientation. Yeah, so it's this guy. And it goes with that first bend short piece going in the same direction as the other pipe. Another IP screw to secure it. And it went together a little easier. So again, you got a sense of how big this is. Doesn't even fit all in frame very well. Now that we have that together, we're going to cover this all up and secure it with 2 more IP screws. This is the other half of the muffler and what is going to form the side facing the car. So with those 2 IP screws, we now have a complete muffler and some exhaust pipe. We're now going to attach this last longer length of exhaust pipe to the end of this. And the joint we're going to use is the one closer to these 2 faux brackets. And these 2 halves just go together to form a complete piece. This is going to be secured with an HP screw. And with that, we get this absolutely enormous exhaust pipe. We have this piece left over. This is going to go onto the car and then provide the attachment point for the rest of this. This pin is actually going to fit in here eventually. So the next thing I need to do is bring the car in. So I will be back with that momentarily. Okay, so here's the car. Like I said, we need to bring in the other exhaust bracket. This is going to fit into the exhaust manifold that's already in here. And that is going to secure with an AP screw. Okay, so now that that is secure, we are going to Okay, so we're going to fit this on, but we're going to have to flip it over afterwards to attach. So this fits. Somehow. A little bit of wiggly. So that fits on. That's going to press on to there. And all of this sort of follows along. So, with that in place, I need to flip this car over again and secure this with a couple of screws. So we'll see how this goes. So we get one very long CP screw that goes into the muffler from the top side here. Okay, and that provides us our first contact point. There's also an eyepiece screw that's going to go back here by the fender. And I'm going to have to move my support box to make this work. Because this, yeah, fits in there. There's actually, you can't see it, it's way off camera here, I promise it's happening. This whole car is just too big for this. Okay, now that the exhaust is attached to the chassis, we're going to flip this back to the underside. And we're going to attach the mounts. I did figure out that this is going to be held until issue 31. Presumably 29 will come with one of those as well. They are marked with, this one says L3 on it, so the other one will probably say R. But these other brackets are going to go on now. I can't really tell which is which, so we're going to have to try a guess at which is which. But they are going to bookend the muffler. Okay, so if you look at them from the top, if you can see it, they're going to sit against the muffler. The flat side goes against the muffler and the leg sticks out from it. They both go towards the center line of the car. So that's your orientation. So this one is going to go there. The other one is similar, and it's going to go after the muffler. And these are both going to be secured with GM screws, which is appropriate since this is a Cadillac. If I can find my screwdriver. So neither of these brackets are particularly functional, they're really just decorative. They're not holding the muffler in place. The screw on the muffler is holding the muffler in place. The last piece that we're actually going to install today is that larger bracket. This big guy here. Now this is going to go over the exhaust pipe, kind of back here, probably out of your view again, near where the speaker grill is. It just clips down over the pipe and is secured with one EM and one BM screw. The EM on the outboard side and the BM on the inboard. Okay, so that is it for stage 29. Next episode, stage 30, is the mirror image of this. It will be the right exhaust. And then 30 is, I'm sorry, this was 28. 29 is the right exhaust. 30 is something else. And 31 will come back, 30 is the rear axle finally. 31 will be coming back and doing some more brackets. If you like what you see, or hear in this case, then please subscribe. You can click on the cat to do that. You can check out those playlists for any episodes you might have missed. We do Ecto-1 builds on Wednesdays, and we do DeLorean builds on Saturdays. Have a good one, guys.